Okay, real talk. I got sick over the weekend and I haven't really done much with the artist's way. So I will say this week was kind of a bust for me in terms of that, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to do a live check in here. It's not going to be too long of an update. So, how many days this week did you do your morning pages? I only did them 3 days this week. And that's that. We accept that reality and we move on. Did I do my artist day? No. Again, I got sick before I could even try to think about doing that this weekend, so it's fine. My artist day this week was sleeping and getting rest, which is very important. Did I experience any synchronicity this week? Again, I don't know. I don't think so. This is not a very interesting update. Maybe my synchronicity was getting sick right before Easter and right before the time of renewal and everything to purge whatever was staying in my body to recover for this upcoming season. I always get sick in the turn of the season, so because the weather is getting warmer, my body was like, no, we're not doing this today. So I got a sore throat, which was why I could talk, but it like low key hurt to swallow and stuff. So now it's like I'm getting over it very quickly, thankfully. And were there any other significant issues? So literally just being sick. Um any issues that you consider significant for your recovery? Yeah, no, it's just I was sick, man. I couldn't really focus this week, so that's that. Um, this week we talked a lot about abundance and reorienting and rethinking what is luxury, what is abundance, not just monetary wise. And I really like that this week and thinking about money and God and what God gives you in your life in relation to your creativity and in your abundance, and to really reconfigure on what you think abundance is because it's all around us. And I wanted to do more of the tasks this week before I got sick. But there was a lot talking about natural abundance, finding pretty rocks, picking up pretty flowers, clearing out stuff, baking something. I really wanted to bake too, but I just did not want to contaminate any food that I would be sharing with my family. And then also, yeah, just rereading the basic principles. It's thundering. I don't know if you heard that thunder that just went off. But yeah, reading the basic principles again, just reorienting ourselves and also the artist's prayer to do that daily. I kind of did before I got sick. And then practicing saying yes to freebies because again, abundance is everywhere, not just monetary wise. Thinking about our financial situation on our perspective and any new ideas about what I love doing. And again, rethinking about how we approach money. So another practice that we did this week was counting and exercise. So in a small pocket notepad, we would write everything that we've purchased for the week. It doesn't matter how big or small, it's just anything like that. I wrote it in this small notebook here. I've had this for years in college and I need to finish it. So honestly, I might just continue using this pad for that. I do take, oh, I can't speak today. I do keep a pocket planner or like, what is it called? This is my pocket planner. I mean, I keep like a budget planner that I do every month when I get my check, obviously. But then I don't really keep track weekly of what I spend. I kind of just have that digitally. But writing it down really helps. So Julia was like, maybe you want to continue this practice week by week to see where you're putting your money and seeing where maybe you can allocate your money for other stuff. So this week, I only really spent like actually tangibly buying a product I spent that on skincare, which was like $18. And then the rest was either subscriptions or because it was tax week this week, owing the state government some money as well. And then also sending money to my parents and paying off credit cards and paying for subscriptions. So I guess it was a good week to count this and see where I'm putting my money because it's kind of a lot. But I had most of this money already saved before. So it's like I knew this was coming, but seeing it all laid out is really helpful. And I'm going to try to keep up that practice of counting my money every week tangibly. So, yeah, I think because it was like half in, half out this week with the artist's way, I could not focus this week, and that's just a reality. So, yeah, you know what? It's okay. We're halfway through, and coming up next week is recovering a sense of connection. Wow, that that's the first time I've read that actually, not playing around with that. So, I think this comes at a very good time. The description says we turn this week to the practice of right attitudes for creativity. The emphasis is on your receptive as well as active skills. The essay's exercises and tasks aim at excavating areas of genuine creative interest as you connect with your personal dreams. Okay, period. We love hearing that. Um, I'm excited to get into it and reconnect with this because I have felt disconnected this week. But it's fine. You know, I've been writing poems. Like before I got sick, I was writing poems. Um, Trying to get back on that too, and then get back on track with my morning pages and just continuing to create. I think the best outlet for me has been my content creation. I've been slowly getting back into that, so that has been really fun and just really good to work on. Even clap of thunder confirmation. I saw the lightning as soon as I said that phrase, so kind of wild the coincidences. That's a synchronicity right there. So yeah, you know, as we celebrate, I know not everybody celebrates Easter, but as I celebrate Easter and my loved ones, and thinking about this period of renewal, I'm just excited to get started and reorient because we are always reorienting ourselves no matter what stage of life we are. Every week is a different kind of week. And a bad week does not mean a bad like overall outcome that you're working forward. So yeah, I am excited to reconnect and continue working on my content and my creative outlets. So that's where I'm at, and I'll check in again next week. Bye. Thanks.